We are in the month of training camp. It'll come at the end of July, not just yet, but when Big Sur said that, he meant it way back when, and now these players are all zeroing in on the limited time they have left. You come out of the 4th of July, you start thinking about, oh man, the countdown is on. The end of the month's going to be here before you know it, so they're going to try and get it in, try and celebrate vacation, relax, decompress, whatever they possibly can do before training camp starts. Now, Big Search, you're looking good. You're looking sharp, as usual. Okay, you're getting ready for your musical debut.
Well, that's next week.
I shouldn't even call it a musical debut because you've already.
I have.
Yeah, you've already recorded.
Every 25 years, you know how to get back on stage.
Licks. It's been a minute, but you're right. It's not your debut. But anyway, you're looking good.
First time live, though.
That is true. That is true. That is true.
And then I look to your left, and I see Matt to my right, and I'm worried about him.
I'm scared, bro.
I'm worried about him.
Let me just say this, okay?
He's been talking about
He's
IVs,
trying to fight through a
IVs
virus.
and everything. Well,
I'm going to be completely honest here right now, right? Now I know why the Geneva Convention outlawed biological weapons. Because if you just really wanted to win a war, just drop this thing on an entire army.
Biological weapons are real.
Drop this stomach virus on an entire army, and they're done for 4 days. Done.
So what exactly are your symptoms?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm dead.
You're dead. A walking dead.
Bro.
Dead.
You look a little paler than normal. I will say that.
You've lost some weight.
Yeah, you have, like, not in a good way.
Would you say, when you describe how you're feeling, both ends? Is that how you would describe it?
Yeah. Except I'm like Seinfeld. I refuse to throw up. I will not throw up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you have not?
I've not thrown up.
That might be what you need.
Yeah, that's the best thing.
Yeah,
That's what
best
my girl
thing.
keeps telling me.
Yeah,
But I'm not listening. I don't
Finger down your throat time.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you. This
By the
gonna
way,
kill
without
you.
her, I wouldn't even got through it. So
Yeah.
props
All
to
right,
her.
all
Man.
right. Yeah.
Wow.
She's strong.
Good for you.
She's
Doc's
tough.
taking care of
Man, at
her.
least get yourself in the sauna,
tougher
bro.
than you are.
Sweat all
She's
of that.
way tougher than me, man.
Listen, get yourself in the sauna.
Bro, I thought about that. I thought about
Bro.
finding like a steam shower somewhere and just sit
get all those impurities out you, bro.
Yeah. You got to get
That's a good
release the
idea, man.
toxins.
Yeah.
So will Leon and Joe have this by this time next week?
No, will you stop?
Scared?
What's funny is like I
Like, we have the glass separating
it's
us.
like
I feel
24 hours. It's like
No
contagious.
ventilation in here.
So
it is. This is.
So I responded to text from a couple of my buddies that I hadn't responded to. Who sent me a text like on 4th of July, and I said, "Yeah, I'm sorry, I haven't responded." Told them why, and both of them returned. One of them said, "My entire family's gone through it now. It's unbelievable." The other guy said, "It's the worst I've ever felt. I had it 2 weeks ago. It's the worst I've
Kidding?
ever felt."
Whoa.
Is this COVID?
no,
Like the new COVID?
It's
He was
not
the
the-
first.
It's not the new
COVID.
COVID, but if you look on the CDC website, it's on there.
Oh, my
It is.
God.
It is. Bro,
I
I'm
don't
telling
trust
you.
them after all that.
I know you don't, but I'm
There's-
just saying.
There's
So
on
wait a
there,
minute.
man.
Right now, we're in like a petri dish right here.
Yeah,
It's scary,
You
man.
guys are experiments.
What
It
are
is-
we experiment
it is
with lab
scary.
rats? What's
Like,
going
no,
on?
I feel like I've got an unbelievable immune system. I can take on any
Yeah, I did too,
germs.
Joe.
I've got the antibodies
Did.
to fight them off.
Mm.
But in these particular situations, I do get a little worried because I don't
In these unique times,
now. Yeah, exactly. In these unprecedented times, okay, and we're all in it
We're
together.
all in it together,
But I don't
yes.
need a lot of saliva flying over this way. I'm ready to summon Dickie Allen and get some clear protective glass around.
remember when
Yeah.
we had that?
With the
Remember when you had to go-
chains?
Like how
I remember
paranoid
that.
were we?
It
We
looked
had,
like a dungeon.
glass between.
Do you remember
us.
going through Publix and Winn-Dixie and all of them, and they had to put the glass up? And then the classic was on Jeopardy. They had glass go up in
Separating them.
between the
It was
contestants.
like the Get Smart cone of silence.
Bro,
They couldn't even acknowledge the other
remember
person.
the looks that you would get if you went in the store without a mask?
Oh, I
yeah.
remember.
Oh, my goodness.
yeah.
I was like the only one.
Yeah.
for
Oh,
a
yeah.
Or if you
while.
just randomly coughed anywhere outside your house.
Anywhere.
And the funny line was you used to cough to mask cranking one out. Then in that period of time, you had to crank one out to mask coughing. And so it was a totally different dynamic. It was weird.
Crazy.
Coughing, you're saying coughing.
Yeah. You had to
Dude.
crank one out to cover up the cough. Yeah.
Bro,
That's-
Got it.
bro, you almost cramp up not to cough around people. You be like, so people would look at you crazy.
By the way, that is the worst part. Is the cramping. The cramping is the worst part.
My favorite was the people eating, like pulling their mask down, eating, pulling it back up.
Mhm.
Just like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Or they go outside walking. Honestly, it was up until like a year ago
Remember the?
that people were still wearing. Like, I haven't seen a person wearing a mask.
Oh,
in
they are.
a long-
they definitely.
Well,
really?
I have,
Yes.
Oh, outside of the airport, I haven't seen a person wear a mask in years.
If you
like
go
a
to
year.
California, oh yeah,
well,
in New York,
I don't.
Yeah, and the only other
Chicago.
thing is some people do have whatever it is.
typical state.
You
can
need to
name.
be wearing a mask right now, Matt.
You know?
I do not. Will you stop?
I do
No,
have a
but-
Jaguar mask that you can wear.
Yeah. You know what's the worst?
Get it?
I saw a young lady with a mask smoking a cigar.
How?
She pull it down.
She would pull it down.
Oh
and
my
I said,
god!
this is utterly ridiculous. Just stay home. Don't smoke.
Oh, that's classic. All right, you got any flu remedies for Matt Hayes? 641-1010.
It's not a flu.
Hit the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures.
They got him
Well-
drinking some concoction over
Yeah,
there.
it's like
Well,
prescription whatever.
What would you
man.
call it? Isn't the flu a virus?
No, it's called the
Influenza is different from a virus.
Rona or Roto.
Okay.
It's not
Oh,
the
the
Rona. It's a
Rona.
Ronavirus
Is
or
it
something.
Is it row like I
Yeah, it's the
row.
virus.
Ever since he got to Jacksonville, it's
Which is what we hope. Actually, he is on the defensive line of virus, right?
in a good
Yeah,
way.
In a
good
good
way,
way.
in a good
Yes.
way, yes.
Destructive.
Classic.
How about that for a segue, huh?
Yeah. All right. Listen,
That
we'll
was
get
terrible,
to it.
Yeah.
because
Well-
now we're not going to talk about a row.
Yeah, we're definitely not. But we are going to talk about the row down the stream story that won't end with Brendan Sorsby, who now the Cincinnati folks have decided to come out and say, hey, there were schools approaching Sorsby while he was in school at Cincinnati on campus playing for our football team, which was full on tampering. And then the only reason they're saying that is because now the Big 12, or I should say the NCAA, the power that formerly is known as the NCAA, is going to launch an investigation to see whether Cincinnati knew about this.
Did you see what they said yesterday? The
Give it
official
to me.
statement?
This is all from the
We-
Big 12 meetings. That was just,
We don't believe anyone knew. Anyone at Cincinnati knew
classic.
that he was gambling.
it is classic. And so this is just going to be one more stinking stupid layer to this story that we all know what was going on. He was gambling. He was gambling like a mother.
You know.
And then the schools found out about it and then just kind of kept the lid on it.
Here's the reason why I know they knew. All right, because players are stupid. All right, we brag about everything, women, gambling, this, and that. His
Right.
teammates had to know, and if his teammates knew, the coaches know, and the head coach. Know.
Of course they knew. Come on.
Come on.
So it is definitely a story. We will follow it. We'll talk a little bit about what's coming out of the Big 12 meetings. You got all the annual get-togethers with conferences. They'll be taking place over the next handful of weeks. You got ACC coming up, SEC in a couple of weeks' time. So we'll get into all that. But it definitely is one of the bigger pieces of news. We'd all have to agree on that. Is this offseason been owned by Brendan Sorsby and Texas Tech and the supplemental draft and everything? It has been owned basically by that story.
Some
It's
other
drifted along for how
Big
long?
Texas Tech news coming out of Big 12 Media Days.
Mhm.
Will Hammond might be ready for week 1.
So
Will
that's
Hammond,
the
the
guy.
quarterback,
That's the guy
who-
who was backing up.
who played last year when the starter was injured, played well.
He was backing
and then
Baron Moore.
Right, Baron Morton. Then tore his ACL, I believe, in November, early November, and was scheduled to be back by like week 3, their first legit game after they play, whoever, State U from the FCS twice. Looks like he could be ready for week 1, according to Joey McGuire, the Tech head coach.
And I just know when they flashed the Texas Tech schedule up there, Leon,
Mm-hmm.
Big 12 football, we all know there's more offense than defense.
Yeah.
You look at that schedule, it is not daunting at all.
Well, I can't beat my chest when I talk about Miami's schedule. So,
At least we play like Notre Dame.
yeah, at least we played Notre Dame
Yeah.
at Clemson.
And
baby.
in their big game, at least as you kind of look at the schedule and forecast what you think might come down, Bearcats, Cincinnati's going to get even with Texas Tech.
Do they play at BYU this? I
They
thought they
play-
played at BYU. No,
They probably do. That's probably one of the tough.
Houston.
Yeah.
Houston's not. That's a tough one, definitely.
That's Leon's team.
Nah, that's my
Right,
pick,
right.
Big 12 champ.
Yeah.
but
that's-
I mean, if that's the hard team
Right,
on your
let's-
schedule,
let's say it's tough in Big 12 terms.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, but I'm just simply pointing to the at Cincinnati game. It's going to be the Sorsby affair where they're going to get even with them for poaching their player. And as they said, they were on the campus during the season trying to get to him.
They'll beat the brakes off of Cincinnati.
Yeah, I would think so. But they have lost quite a bit.
They do not play BYU this year.
they play
they
Houston
don't.
week 3.
Abilene Christian, Oregon State. It's at Oregon State. Might be a little toughy.
Oh,
Oh,
stop.
my God.
Houston, Sam Houston at Colorado, Arizona State at home, at Cincinnati, Arizona at home. Arizona might be one of the better teams in the Big 12, but they get them at home.
Mhm.
West Virginia at home, so you don't have to go to that madhouse in Morgantown.
Mhm.
At Oklahoma State, at Baylor, TCU at home.
So you got to play Houston and then Sam Houston back to back.
That's the
Hey,
Institute of Technology.
if
That-
Will Hammond plays as well as he did at times last year,
Right.
they're not going to lose, man.
So
they
real-
won't lose.
Real quick, this is the only time I'm going to get this in because you mentioned Oklahoma State. Eric Morris, brand new coach there. I like the dude. Okay, he comes
Yeah.
from the mean green and all that. We'll see how he does. 100.
Mike Leach disciple, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. 140 scheduled visits that they had with players coming on campus. 87 new players. How is that even possible?
I'm a man. I'm 40.
Because that's the way it is now.
Yeah. 87 new players in Stillwater, and they got Mestamaker. He's going to
So they kept
make
20
messes of
players.
defenses.
They kept 20 players from the squad last year.
and then they pulled the quarterback over.
87, so they kept 18 actually. 105 total.
It's nuts.
What is Gundy
Oh,
doing?
On his farm.
He's not in TV or nothing
No,
like
he's,
that?
he's going to do a little TV, but he's on
Okay,
his
good.
farm.
Yeah, he's probably regrowing the mullet right now,
Didn't he,
getting it ready.
Didn't you
Yeah.
call? Didn't he call us from his tractor one
Yes.
day?
Mhm.
On
That's
his farm.
classy.
On
He's
his tractor.
awesome.
Love it. He's awesome.
We should try and get him on just to talk about 87 new players. What does that say about the talent level
That you had there, sir.
It was bad. He fired all of his coaches. This last offseason going into this most recent football season, it was a disaster. It just eroded.
Yeah.
That's for
Yeah,
sure.
quickly.
All right. All right. So let's just kind of talk a little bit about the college football world with these meetings going on. But let's come back with the Travis Hunter story. Cameron Wolf, who, by the way, was one of the first guys to say that it was going to be Hunter all the way on defense, which he kind of started that whole chatter. Talk about off-season chatter about whether or not Travis Hunter was going to be a two-way player or not. He now is talking about number 12 being full go when training camp starts. So we'll get into that coming up. It is XL Primetime. It's just good to have the crew back, even though Maddie isn't feeling all that well. I'm still going to give you a Modelo Yellow, okay? Because it is on a Thursday. We get a little World Cup action later.
I need a
today.
Leon
Nice.
Medell yell
Yeah,
real quick
yeah.
before we go to break.
Yeah.
JJ,
Anything
you got
that can help.
This might heal you.
It
Might
might
heal you,
back.
bro.
No, he
The
needs
laughter.
a live one.
No laughter, man.
No, I need the other one. The
Oh,
other
you
one's
gotta
fine.
have the other one.
The dead platypus.
Yeah, you got to have that.
Laughter is the best medicine, bro.
Yeah.
That's true.
so
Your
good.
doctor girlfriend didn't tell you that. Only Leon, which Dr. Leon
I'm the cure.
knows that.
Leon's the cure.
Oh, all right. Let's get it cranking on a beautiful Thursday. We got to tell you about a brand new sponsor, River City Railway, right there, steps away from the stadium. You have seen those rail cars. I'll tell you how you can enjoy, entertain clients, employees, family, whatever it might be. RiverCityRailway.com. Make sure you check it out because they want to get you hooked up for a game day experience that is second to none.
This World Cup soccer update is laced up by Valvoline Instant Oil Changes and Houston's Meats.
Westwood One Sports presents this World Soccer update of the 8 teams still in the World Cup. Teams like Argentina, France, Spain, they were expected to still be playing. The Norwegian fans may not have packed for such a long stay in the U.S. It's Norway's first World Cup since 1998, but those fans have been everywhere doing that Viking row. England is the opponent Saturday in Miami, and England's Dan Burns says Norway is legit.
There's no surprises that Norway are at this stage of the competition. I think from the qualifiers, they won every game. We've got Haaland, which is arguably one of the best strikers in the world. So, it's going to be a huge challenge for us.
Before we get to that game, we've got France and Morocco starting in 4 hours in Foxborough. Spain and Belgium play tomorrow in L.A. Spain yet to allow a goal. Saturday night in Kansas City, it's Argentina and Switzerland. With this World Soccer update, John Stashauer, Westwood One Sports.
Get ready to gear up for the final stretch. Henkel Summer of Soccer Sweepstakes is giving fans the chance to win U.S. Soccer store gift cards to stock up on everything you need to support the home team. Last chance to win, enter now. No purchase necessary. Starts June 16th and ends July 31st, 2026. Must be 18 and a resident of the contiguous United States. Sponsored by Henkel. Henkel, proud partner of U.S. Soccer.
If you're 75 or older, ask yourself this. Do you still need your life insurance policy? Or does selling your life insurance for a large, immediate cash payout make more sense? With Benefit Advance, you can sell all or part of your life insurance for a lot of money. Call 888-200-7156. That's 888-200-7156.
Benefit Advance is not a licensed broker or purchaser of life insurance policies and refers policy owners to licensed purchasers. Currently affiliated with Life Insurance Settlements, Inc.
Key Buick GMC, proudly family owned and operated since 1943. On Southside and JTB, for a limited time, Key Buick GMC has marked down select new GMC Sierra 1500 models. Below employee pricing, you pay less than what our employees pay. Plus, at Key Buick GMC, every new vehicle comes with our lifetime powertrain warranty. Visit us or shop online at keybuickgmc.com. We are professional grade. Lifetime powertrain warranty covers engine, transmission, drive time only. Exclusions apply. See dealer for details.
You can actually win a side-by-side at Best Bet St. Augustine.
You know it. Only at Best Bet. The more you play, the more chances you have to win.
Poker, great food and drinks, and a chance to drive home in that side-by-side?
That's what all the buzz is about.
Play your favorite poker and table games at Best Bet St. Augustine for your chance to win an incredible side-by-side. Earn entries now through August 7th. Grand prize giveaway happens August 8th.
Now this just got serious.
Get in the action. Feel the excitement at Best Bet St. Augustine. Details at bestbetjacks.com. That's bestbetjacks.com.
Jacksonville is thinking teal, and so are Mike Dempsey and Fat Tony. It's Jaguars Today, breaking down everything Jags and NFL. Brought to you by Renewal by Anderson, custom windows and doors. Weekdays 10 to noon on 1010XL.
Jumbo Shrimp Baseball is home at ViStar Ballpark this week and weekend. Join them tonight for Coors Light Thirsty Thursday. They'll light up the night sky with a post-game fireworks show on Friday, plus a Christmas in July weekend with a Nutcracker giveaway on Saturday and a Santa hat giveaway on Sunday at 105 as part of Baptist Health Sunday Family Fun Day. Get your tickets now at jackshrimp.com.
You may not be able to control the air you breathe on the outside, but you certainly can on the inside of your home. Just call Florida Home AC and ask about the Remy Halo. It's the next generation of air quality technology. Call 777-4300 for Florida Home AC.
Mark Watson with Hardball Creative, letting you know that Hardball now offers web stores, so your employees can order their own branded gear, and you have more time for Wordle. Check it out at hardballcreative.com.
Hardball Creative. Hardball does it all.
Need or want cash? Beaches Jewelry and Pawn has cash available. Ready to buy guitars, surfboards, jewelry, firearms, tools, and especially gold. They need it all, selling or pawning. Get cash on the spot at Beaches Jewelry and Pawn in Jacksonville Beach.
Hey, gang, Prosser here. Nothing like a good promise kept, and that's what you get from the Promise Keepers, Chad and Sandy at Chad and Sandy Realty. Your home sold guaranteed, or they'll buy it. Chad and Sandy have the largest pool of buyers in the area. Their home selling program is designed to maximize your sales, and the proof is there. Need max price? Chad and Sandy's science-based system is a proven, repeatable system guaranteed to sell, or they wouldn't offer you this promise. Using their proprietary Market Max system, Chad and Sandy guarantee your home sold at an agreed-upon price and deadline, or they'll buy it. No required repairs. Pick your move date. You are good to go. Robert at Cordova Palms in St. Augustine said, I needed to downsize, but my home had already been listed with another agent for 136 days and failed to sell. I heard Chad and Sandy on the radio, decided to give them a try, made all the difference, bought me a full price offer just 18 days. They can for you too. Go to chadandsandy.com.
David Garrard here. Playing in the NFL can put a lot of wear and tear on your body, especially your knees. Southeast Orthopedic Specialist has kept me mobile and ready to tackle every day.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialist.
This is former NFL quarterback David Garrard. If your knees have taken a beating and you're finally ready to do something about it, then let Southeast Orthopedic take a look. Come on, do your knees a favor.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialist.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
What can I say? They turn me on.
This is too easy, bro. Take me with you.
This is XL Primetime, brought to you by Florida Home AC. Now that's cool.
I don't care.
On 1010XL.
Baby, take me with you. Come on and touch a place in me that's calling out your name. You think I knew it?
I knew you did. I just.
Big Sur said
Yes.
yesterday. Big Sur said yesterday that
That's
he
just a
can-
whiff of what you're going to get next week,
Oh,
by
yeah.
the way, too.
But he said yesterday that you take that whole album. It doesn't matter what song you drop on him.
Yep.
He instantly has all
He said
the
like
lyrics.
5 albums.
5?
Yeah.
At least
So I'm
5.
going to mix it up.
He's going to mix it up.
I started easy with one of the, second song on Purple Rain, I believe. But we're going to go deep today.
Okay.
And we're
Don't
going
be
to test.
ridiculous. Why would you even
because
try Purple Rain?
Yesterday when you weren't here.
This is all in honor of what? How old is he? 13?
Dylan, I don't know how old he is. I think his name is Dylan. But have you seen the kid online, Matt? So for our listeners, we talked about it a little bit yesterday. But there's this kid at a sports broadcasting camp.
Yeah.
And it's basically just a bunch of nerd kids. It's awesome. And boys, of course. And he is able to recite every NFL result from any team from the year 2009 to now.
Wow.
It's insane. So, like, the kids will just call out, like, 2015 Bucks.
Right.
And he'll just go as the schedule's on behind him, like open behind him. And so yesterday we brought up, is there anything that you remember? And Leon says he can recite any lyric to any song from Prince over like a 4 or 5 album period.
Yeah, but well, I saw something on Instagram that whatever that kid did, Dylan, it's nothing. All right,
What
there's a
would you see?
2-year-old kid.
Oh, no.
He's sitting there with his mom, right? There's football helmets, little football helmets, right? And the kid could tell you every quarterback from what the helmet she picked up. He would say
2?
The
2
current
years old.
quarterback.
2 years old.
2 years old.
Wow.
This 2-year-old baby. He's sitting there, maybe three, but it's a bunch of NFL football helmets on the floor, and his mom picks up a helmet, and the kid says the name. Like he picks up Green Bay, he says Love. He picks up the Bills thing, he says Josh.
What does he say for the Vikings, though? It's a battle.
I've got it saved on Instagram. I've got,
or.
But I'm saying he's every football. He even got the Cardinals right.
I love that.
Did he say Beck? Carson Beck?
No, he didn't.
Oh,
He didn't say
then he
Beck.
got it wrong.
No, he didn't say Beck.
The fans on Broadway, a la the Tennessee Titans schedule, they can't do that. And that little 3-year-old man can get it done. That's pretty
It
awesome.
looks like I got a challenge for Sophia.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm going to go for it then.
Yeah,
exactly.
You got to do
Every
it.
Canes quarterback since 2000.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
That might be
Like
difficult,
Kirby
actually.
Freeman.
That might be difficult.
All right.
A lot of winners in there.
So if I'm looking at it right now with Dylan. It is so
he
cool.
He may not be 3. Yeah, he's like 2 probably.
That's the kid right
that's
there.
probably around 2 or 3.
Yeah,
He's like a
she's picking up the
savant.
helmet, and he's saying the name.
That is classic.
It's
Not just the name of the team, the name of the quarterback. That is pretty
That
impressive.
is crazy.
All right, 641-1010. You guys jump in.
I wonder if some of us could do that on this show.
Yeah.
All of them.
No,
Well,
You don't
right-
think
right
you
now
don't
there's
think
a-
you could do all the NFL quarterbacks?
maybe.
It is the off. It's a lot easier during the season when you're watching them, but
Maybe.
But just to the
I bet I'd miss at least 2.
well, just to the Vikings part of this, JJ McCarthy, like, are they giving up on him or are they not? They go and get Kyler Murray. People are under the impression that he's going to step in and be the dude. And
we know you hate Kyler Murray.
yeah, I'm not crazy about it, but I'm also, I think you know this, I'm not crazy about JJ McCarthy
I can't
either.
stand JJ McCarthy.
And so,
yeah,
and so
think
I
he's good
really,
at all.
I really don't know who's going to win that job. And then,
Kyler's going to win that job. Of course he is.
well, wait a minute. You were sky high on JJ.
I was, but I'm telling you right now, Kyler's going to win that job.
If you were here yesterday, you could repeat. I was about JJ McCarthy. With that belief in Kyler,
I was running.
I think it's still too early to give up on him, but I just think that Kyler will win it. Doesn't mean he's going to play the whole season. I just think he's going to win it.
I'll just make my proclamation. Whoever has it ain't going to keep it for the whole season. That's the level of play that's the quarterback position
I would
is
agree
gonna
with that.
offer up
Mhm.
with the Minnesota Vikings. Kevin O'Connell's been a master at rehabilitating players or making them much better than they were playing quarterback. We will find out if he can do that this go around, because it's a reclamation project in a lot of ways for Kyler Murray, because they cut the cord down in the desert. They said, goodbye. We'll give you a big $100 million plus contract, and we're just moving on, moving past you. He obviously is now up in Minneapolis, and then the other guy was what, number 12 pick overall? That sound right?
No,
JJ
That
McCarthy?
sounds high.
No,
It was right around there.
about 9. Wasn't he 9?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was.
He was definitely right up there. He was one of the guys that surprised you when you were trying to figure out how many of those guys were going to go. Bo Nix might have been 12. JJ
10th.
10.
He was
Yeah.
10?
Yeah.
Wow.
We're talking about J.J. McCarthy,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well, here's the thing. He probably threw 10 passes in Michigan, so that should have been that should have been a red flag right there.
it is classic. All right. Now let's get to the Travis Hunter discussion. And it has been a discussion going on the entire offseason about where is he going to play most? Is he still going to be a two-way star? Is he the unicorn? Is he exclusive on one side of the ball? On and on and on. And Cameron Wolf was one of the guys who originally put the report out, and then Ian Rappaport got on top of that, and both of those guys, NFL Network, and then they basically said he will be exclusive on the defensive side. Travis Hunter, what, less than a month, like maybe 3 weeks later, said on social, where are y'all getting this? And then you had the talking heads, the Gladstones, the Liams of the world come out and say, you know what? The plan is still to play him on both sides of the ball. And then I pointed out to you guys, during all the OTAs in the mandatory minicamp, you only saw him in an offensive jersey. Do you remember ever seeing him in a defensive jersey?
No, and that's true.
I'm just putting it out there that is just to give them, they used it to give other people something to think about. Well, wait a minute. Didn't you guys say that he was going to be exclusive on defense? And all I ever see, he wasn't practicing and running the plays because he's hurt, but he was in the huddle. You saw it mentally going through the exercise, but every bit of it was on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah,
I love it. That's
but they did say that they in some of the press conferences when they were talking about the virtual room
That was
or
on the defensive
whatever
side.
he was doing, that exactly.
Yeah, that was it. Was this
they slipped,
yeah,
and let it leak that he was in the virtual room playing defense.
Yeah. All right. So you cut up a couple sound bites here.
Just one.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
from
about
Cameron
a minute
Wolf.
long, but it's got a lot of juiciness in it.
So the idea is Travis Hunter is still going to be the same dude that they envisioned, both sides of the ball. We'll see what it ultimately is, but this is Cameron Wolf from NFL Network talking about the health of Travis Hunter, when he'll be available, and where he's going to play.
He's ready to be unleashed and show why they drafted him number 2 overall. Talking to people there down in Jacksonville, he's running over 20 miles per hour, which was faster than he ran before that knee injury. He's cutting. He's in great shape. He should be full go for training camp. And he is still going to play both sides of the ball. The cool thing for Travis Hunter and the Jags is now they can unleash him as a starter on defense. And the goal is to eventually have him play nearly all the snaps on defense in a particular game. And they think he can be elite on that side of the ball. I had one coach with the Jaguars tell me if he can continue to develop and show what he started to show last year, you guys, the media, are going to be talking about him as a top 10 cornerback this time next year. That's their belief in him. That's why they are putting commitment in him playing that much on defense. He will still play a lot on offense and make an impact on that, but it may fluctuate game to game. Maybe you have a 40% snap game one week based on the opponent and the game plan, and maybe another week it may be 60 to 70%. They still plan for him to be a two-way player, but the luxury for Jacksonville, they have 4 starting caliber receivers.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I want him to be unleashed, but because it was some particular players, you got to protect him from himself because he's had a lot of downtime. He hasn't been practicing. He's going to want to do everything. You've got to monitor his reps. All right, and the going back and forth. I mean, I like that he's running over 20 miles per hour, but he hasn't cut. He hasn't moved left or right, all that kind of stuff. So that's in play as well.
At the very least, he did say he's doing some cutting because I think both you and Matt have wondered that out loud.
Yeah.
Is that it's straight line speed when he was going over the 20 miles per hour. But he at least did say cutting this time. Now, we're getting closer and closer.
Yeah.
So we're what?
And you got to think about also rust. He hasn't practiced in months.
Right.
All right. So I mean,
to our eyes.
Yeah. You know, so the reps are important. I'll feel better knowing that he's got a lot more reps involved before the season starts.
I think the whole idea of what position he's going to play. I look at this like they've said all along he's playing both, all along.
Right.
All right. So I mean, the idea that someone else is saying, or Cameron Wolf. What did we say? He's kind of hit and miss. Is that what we said, JJ?
Well, he originally reported months ago that he was just going to play one side of the ball, and now the exact same guy's saying like, "Oh, well, he's going to play both sides."
Right.
So,
right. So
I mean, what the heck? I don't know what to believe with this guy.
I think this is really the way I'm looking at this. 1 year removed from mortgaging your future on this guy, you cannot say, "Yeah, he's just going to play defense." You cannot say we traded up to get a guy who's going to play cornerback. You can't do that. So I think he's going to play both. I really do. I don't know how much he's going to play on offense. He may play more on defense. He's going to play offense.
I'm envisioning basically when you take Liam Cohen's quote and it says we need to find the stink and get rid of it. Basically, winning was the great deodorant to cover it up. And Ryan O'Halloran, who we will talk to in less than an hour, suggested run game, and he said something to the effect of 100%. That was what he was referring to. I still believe the coverage game, the inability to get to the quarterback, either because you don't have a lockdown corner the way you would like, or you don't have the pass rushers to get to the quarterback quickly the way you would like, that's still one of the stinks on this football team. And so Travis Hunter, if he comes in and helps eliminate that odor and becomes the dude that can lock up one of the best receivers no matter what team they're facing, that's massive. And I think that's the large percentage of duty that he will have. It will come on the defensive side, and then you sprinkle him in on offense when you feel like you got a chance to maybe take advantage of a defense with 4 wide or whatever they decide to do. That's how I'm visualizing it. We'll see.
You're saying he's going to get sprinkled in, huh?
Sprinkle on offense, heavy duty on defense.
Okay.
That's just my guess.
I think he's going 50-50 still.
Yeah?
Yep, I do.
In that wide receiver room, is it going 50-50?
Yeah,
Who's
I
taking
do.
out? Who's taking out?
Look, we only got to see a little bit of him last year.
Right. I agree. But
Like and he's still raw as a receiver. You cannot coach what he can do. You can't coach his ability to go get 50-50 ball. You can't coach that speed. You can't coach the way he makes people miss. You can't just give up on him right now.
Yeah, we're just going to sit Parker Washington there. Half the game.
Why not sit Brian Thomas down?
And the same guy that you're trying to get confidence and get with the deep ball with Trevor, you're going to see him.
All right. Why not sit Jacoby Meyer down?
Your most consistent wide receiver on the team. You're going to pull him half the game.
Right.
Yeah, but what if the guy you're putting in there is better than him?
All right, let's keep this conversation going. 641-1010. You guys hit the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures. The what if world is.
I don't understand why you guys are all obsessed with Brian. Brian Thomas, you know what he is right now?
We're
He's
not
what he was
obsessed.
last year. That's what he is.
No, we don't know that.
No.
That's what you think.
We
this
want a
one
better
guy,
version.
Yeah, this one guy could be the best of the bunch. We don't know. We're going to find out. But they now have put themselves in a position where if these guys come through, they got a boatload of weapons. They can put anybody out there and make plays. Let us know what you think. It's XL Primetime on a River City Railway. The beautiful rail cars just steps away from Jaguar football. You want to find out how you can entertain your clients, your employees, your family, whatever? Log on, rivercityrailway.com.
Truck accidents can happen and can be devastating. Founded in Jacksonville, Edwards & Raggets is proud to serve the 904. If you've been seriously injured in a truck accident, protect yourself and your family by understanding your rights and legal options. Our attorneys are experienced in handling complex truck cases and can guide you through this. No fees unless you recover damages. Call 904-INJURED or visit 904injured.com.
Edwards & Raggets, offices Jacksonville.
What Major League Baseball team has never been to a World Series? The answer next.
Southern Oak Insurance is proud to continue offering coverage statewide. Financial stability makes Southern Oak Insurance a wise choice for your homeowner's insurance needs. Log on to southernoak.com.
Our family protecting yours. Southern Oak Insurance.
The Seattle Mariners, who were founded in 1977, have never been to the World Series.
Southern Oak Insurance. Our family protecting yours.
At the First Coast YMCA, you'll find much more than just a gym. We offer many ways to help you become more active, reach your weight loss goals, and find your inner strength. Membership at the Y includes state-of-the-art facilities, a huge variety of fitness classes, and programs for all ages. It's easy to join the Y since it's affordable for all incomes. The Y is a great place to make connections and experience something new. Visit the YMCA near you or online at fcymca.org.
Living on Amelia Island, having fun in Bernardino Beach? No matter what brings you to the fun, cozy town, make sure you check out the tap room at Mokama Beer Company. With a full flight of craft creations, from the Cosmico IPA to the Motor, the perfect Pilsners and Lagers, matching memories and some Mokama magic is what it's all about. Mokama Beer Company, in Fernandina Beach, near the big water where the sun is born. And look for more Mokama craft at your local Total Wine or ABC Liquors.
Attention skilled electricians. Are you undervalued at your current company? Time to step up to the bigger projects and better opportunities. Join the team at Miller Electric Company, a trusted name in the industry for over 96 years. At Miller, we tackle the biggest projects in the city, offering not just a job, but an experienced, top-notch pay, unbeatable benefits, and the best working environments in the business. Please join the team that values your skills and rewards your hard work. Elevate your career to new heights. Apply today at millercareers.com, an equal opportunity employer.
In the fight against Alzheimer's, now is the moment we've been waiting for. With new treatments emerging in the fight against Alzheimer's and dementia, now is the time for hope and action. Held in over 600 communities nationwide, the Alzheimer's Association Walk to End Alzheimer's is the world's largest fundraiser for care, support, and research to fight the disease. So get out, get moving, and join the Walk to End Alzheimer's, November 7th, downtown Jacksonville. Join the movement at alz.org/Jacksonville.
Rick Ballou here. DraftKings is live in all 50 states. Yes, that means you, Florida. Win or go home, that's it. That's the World Cup knockout round, and DraftKings has you covered every single match. The DraftKings app is now live in Florida, so whether you're catching the early kickoff before work or the late match at the bar, you are in on every minute, every match, every moment, all in one app. Right here in Florida, the world's biggest stage in the palm of your hand. New DraftKings customers sign up with the code 1010XL, spend $5 and get $200 in total rewards over 21 days. The code is 1010XL. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Event trading offered by DraftKings Predictions, a CFTC registered introducing broker. Trading involves risk of loss. Market availability varies. Eligibility restrictions apply. $50 every 7 days via click-to-claim issued in non-withdrawable predictions. Dollars that expire in 1 year, ends July 19th. Terms dkng.co/predictions promo.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
Ask where they go.
Going to tell you nowhere. Taking a lifetime lease on Paisley Park.
This is XL Primetime, brought to you by Florida Home AC. Now that's cool on 1010XL.
Mission is easy, just say you believe and come to a place in your heart. Paisley Park is in your heart.
Now that's impressive because I've never even heard this.
It's a very Beatles song, by the way.
This is on Around the World in a Day. First song on Around the World in a Day.
No, it's actually the second song.
Second song.
Yeah.
That's impressive. That is just impressive.
Very impressive.
We're rolling through the Prince Library, and Big Sur's.
He's trying to stump me. That was a good one though.
Yeah.
I haven't recited that one in a long time, so I had to pull that from the
Bro,
diaphragm.
I am impressed.
That's good, man.
You had to reach back.
I had to reach back. I had to go deep.
Hey, before you know it, Big Sur's and Mr. Midnight are going to be performing at River
Yes.
City Railway right over there, steps away from the stadium. We want to say hello to them, a brand new sponsor, especially with our Thursday show, but then also you hear spots about what they're doing. And you only have this season to enjoy before the Jaguars are going to O-Town. And so if you want to do it right, we're talking, forget about tailgating in a parking lot. You've got full-size rail cars, cabooses. We're talking AC, flat screens, private restrooms, entertaining outdoor space, parking passes, everything you need for the perfect game day. You can reserve your rail car for the entire season or rent them for one game, single home game. They got food, open bar. Matt, the Corona Cat, is one of my dudes there, and they got cold beer and plenty more. Great food. Game day deserves something unforgettable. Make sure you check it out. RiverCityRailway.com. Reserve your rail car before they are gone. It is a great way to entertain. So, as we're talking about the Jaguar home schedule and the games you need to enjoy this year, we're talking about Travis Hunter and whether or not we truly know what he's going to do. So when you guys were kind of sparring about that, when you take one guy, the idea is for this football team to have as many weapons to scare the hell out of the defense as you can possibly have. And if you have Travis Hunter as one more piece of the puzzle, And you were telling Matt, are you going to take a guy off the field to get him on the field? Well, it really presents a lot of opportunities. You still have 3 tight ends that are going to be integrated.
True.
You still got Bashal Tootin and Chris Rodriguez that have to prove that they can be part of the offense with a solid run game.
So I'm asking myself, is this a good problem to have when you have such a dynamic player that can affect both sides of the ball
I
like
say
Travis
yeah.
Hunter is? And I would have to say yeah. But, I mean, at crucial moments in the game, if I'm a player, I don't want to be pulled from the game. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you know that you won that position.
True.
And you pulling me from the game to put in another. I just say I know as a player on both sides of the ball, whether you're a DB or whether you're a wide receiver, in those crucial situations, I don't want to be pulled. So I mean, I know you can't worry about feelings and emotions in those type of games, but I'm just saying as a player, you're offended by the fact that in a crucial situation you feel that this guy is a lot better.
Yeah, that certainly won't go over well.
No, it
There's
won't go over well
there's
at
no
all.
doubt about
No,
that.
no,
Right.
it's not. It's
right.
not gonna go over well.
But you know what I say? Let him figure it out in camp.
Mm-hmm.
If he's out there in camp on the offense and he's one of your best 3,
right,
he's got to play offense.
Well, one of the best pieces of news out of all this, if
not
Cameron,
not full
right.
time. I mean, he's got to play some offense
Right.
and not just a sprinkling of offense.
Like one of the best pieces of news, if Cameron Wolf's reporting is spot on in this case, and the team doctors are looking at Travis and saying, hey, you're clear. You're basically on schedule to do everything we want you to do. You're going to be able to run fast. You're going to be able to cut. You're going to be able to rely and depend on your knee without worrying about your knee, and go out there and start to face contact, because they're going to probably make sure they protect him without getting hit as much as they possibly can, which would be smart. They'd be foolish not to. But at the same time, turning him loose and seeing how much more from a play skill level on both sides of the ball that he has picked up in the time that he's been on the side.
Well, here's my concern when it comes to him playing wide receiver during camp. DBs want to make plays, all right, and they don't like getting beat on plays, and they jump on back your legs, they jump in front of you, all that. Yeah, I would, him playing the wide receiver position against DBs that's trying to keep him from getting the ball, I would go crazy, because they do. They want to defend. They jump on legs. They do whatever they can to knock the ball away, strip the ball for him. So I'll be a look. How do you micromanage that? Do you give him a jersey? It's not gonna matter. They're gonna still want them to try to break up the player with it. That I would be more concerned with him getting hurt as a wide receiver than more as a DB.
Makes sense.
You gonna put Teflon wrap around everybody's? Are you gonna?
No. So I'm just telling you. I'm just saying. I mean,
there are guys trying to.
He thinks he can do it. They think he can do it.
Yeah.
Let him do it.
Let him do it.
I'm not. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
Totally understand what you're saying. All I'm saying is he thinks he can do it. And again, we only saw 7 games of it.
True.
7 games of a rookie season where he's still like understanding the game.
And they were really trying to, I believe, force feed that big play.
And those first 7 games, Trevor wasn't the same Trevor he was the last 10 games.
That's why they were trying to force feed that big play into their offense to prove, hey, this is going to work. This is the extra weapon that we now have in the fold offensively. Now there's a little more comfortability from Trevor in terms of what he can do on the field and what Cohen wants him to do on the field. And now he's got all these guys that he can get the football to, and it presents a lot of opportunities. But you can take both sides of this argument. The defensive back position that he's going to be asked to play, he's got to be extremely physical.
Yeah, he does.
Extremely physical. He's got to hold up at the point of attack. He's not going to be necessarily Mr. Top Run Defender or anything like that.
I'm not sure he's that guy either.
He ain't that dude. But he will be a cover corner. They will ask him to lock on and be physical with the best wide receivers that the other team throws out there. And then on the other side, like you said, he's got to be able to navigate traffic, absorb hits, hold up, all that stuff. But the game is at the very least set up rules-wise to help him as a wide receiver more than it is to help him as a DB. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I agree with that. That's true. Absolutely. Yeah.
So that I think
his skill set, believe it or not, sets him up to be a better wide receiver. Like if you watched him in college, he was a better wide receiver than corner.
I don't know, dude.
Bro.
I'm not sure about that.
Yeah.
You see
Were you guys watching him
Did
in
you see some of those
Colorado?
plays he made, breaking on the ball, intercepting?
Yeah, and did you see who he went up against?
Oh, God.
We're going to have to
Are you guys like not even when he's in the field with the Jags? Are you not watching him when they finally got him the ball, what he could do?
Yeah. But we're also talking about.
Okay,
I'm talking about one game, and it was garbage time.
Yeah,
bro.
they were
Honestly.
down.
But the
Let's
entire,
be real.
I know, but the entire offense still was figuring out Liam's offense.
Right.
The entire, including the quarterback.
let's just
Okay.
remind everybody it was 20.
And it was his
Yeah.
first season in the NFL.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? I'm rooting for
Look what BTJ's first season was in the
Yeah.
NFL.
I'm rooting for BTJ so he can just put him at corner.
Yeah.
How about that?
Look, I'm rooting for BTJ too, but as far as I'm concerned, he's what he was last year. That's who he is. He's not the first year guy. He's a second year guy.
Listen, Trevor spent a whole offseason with him, okay? He's a new man.
I hope he is.
All right. So
I hope he's a completely different cat.
we got some thoughts from you guys that we will get to coming up here in just a second. 641-1010. Hit the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures, and we will get to this other big story. Billy Napier went to the confessional and said, I should have hired an OC, just looking back. Well, now one of his counterparts, among his coaching brethren, Dave Aranda, decides to take another shot. Like Billy was revealing and basically admitting mistakes, and then Aranda just gets all over him with the DJ Lagway version of what DJ Lagway was last year. We'll get into that coming up on XLP.
We're close to being pretty dangerous, in my opinion.
Launch the downloads.
Join the 1010XL Podcast Network.
And initiate sequence.
Now you can find all your favorite 1010XL podcasts in your platform of choice.
You know Zero Res, the zero residue carpet cleaner that leaves your carpets truly clean with no dirt-attracting soaps or harsh chemicals. Don't risk it with the other guys. Skip the disasters that leave your carpets soaked for days and do more harm than good. Keep the mud outside where it belongs, not trapped in your carpets. This month, get 3 rooms of Carpet Zero Resified, starting at just $129. Call 287-5727 or visit ZeroResJacksonville.com and ask for the 1010XL special.
Zero Res.
Ever call a service company for a simple repair, then suddenly you're being told you need to replace everything in your house? Not at Duck Duck Rooter. Whether it's plumbing, septic, or air conditioning, we start with one goal. Solve the problem you called about. No pressure, no scare tactics, no surprise charges. Just honest service done right. That's why homeowners across Northeast Florida trust Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. When you're stuck, call the Duck. 904-862-6769 or DuckDuckRooter.com.
Hey, Hicken here. I couldn't be any happier than to join the George Moore Chevrolet family. When I say family, I mean it. Visit their beautiful showroom today off Atlantic Boulevard. Find out exactly what I'm talking about. No pressure, just friendly help. And whether you want a car, a truck, SUV, electric, pre-owned, you name it, George Moore Chevrolet has it. And if you can't make it over to Atlantic Boulevard, no problem. MooreChevy.com is easy to navigate as any site you will try. It's never been more easy to use. George Moore Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Hey, it's Matt Hayes. Awaken 180 clients have just reached the 1 million pounds down mark. 1 million pounds. A city of people. That's thousands of people who reclaim their lives the easy way, the medication-free way. What's stopping you? Awaken180weightloss.com.
Prosser here for Lifetime Enclosures and Lifetime Flooring. Weather is as hot as can be, so think ahead. Get your backyard ready for football season with 15% off project. Plus, get an additional in-showroom discount for both flooring and enclosures just for visiting. Maximize your space and make it great with Lifetime Enclosures and Lifetime Flooring. If you have the space and the idea, call them today. Showrooms just off Phillips Highway. Tell them Prosser sent you.
Summer is made for road trips, beach days, and family vacations. Before you hit the road, make sure your vehicle is ready at Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Their trusted technicians can handle your oil change, fluids, filters, and more, all while you stay comfortably in your vehicle. No appointment needed. With convenient locations, a 4.7-star national rating, and named #1 quick lube for customer service by Forbes, it's easy to see why drivers choose Valvoline. Get road trip ready today at Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Oh, it's a promise made perfect, gang, and it comes from Chad and Sandy. Your home sold guaranteed, or we'll buy it. They have the largest pool of buyers in the area. Their home selling program is designed to maximize your sales price. No long-term contracts, no costly repairs. You're in complete control. You need to sell now. Chad and Sandy have instant offers. Fast, easy, stress-free. And they deliver on this promise. Using their proprietary Market Max system, Chad and Sandy guarantee your home sold at an agreed-upon price and deadline, or they'll buy it. They're the local real estate experts I trust and recommend. No required repairs. Pick your move date. No long-term contracts you can cancel at any time. Marine on Pace Island and Fleming Island. I needed to downsize to a single-story home, but my house in Pace Island had been sitting on the market for 158 days. Heard Chad and Sandy on the radio, gave them a call. Their strategy generated multiple showings. Day 2, my home sold Full asking price $449. It can for you too. Go to chadandsandy.com.
For the greenest, luscious lawn on the block, choose the local legends, Roundtree Sod. Don't just settle for ordinary. Let Roundtree Sod deliver you a picture-perfect lawn. To get a free estimate, call 7414-SOD. 7414-SOD.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
Couldn't believe my eyes. She had so many devices.
I don't know if you should be playing this. Money could buy. She said, sign your name on the dotted line. The lights went out and the kids started to grind.
This is XL Primetime, brought to you by Florida Home AC. Now that's cool on 1010XL.
I checked the lyrics.
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure you had the clean part.
I played the. I intentionally missed the very beginning of the song.
Thank you very much. Sir.
It's one of the best songs ever.
Yeah,
But you're
yeah.
3 for 3.
Yes, bro. I'm a fan, bro.
This is Darlene Nikki.
It is.
This is from Purple Rain's album.
So good. So good. All right.
Leon, man.
Getting close to the 1 o'clock hour.
Do I need to go? Like, I have intentionally not gone and got like the most deepest of tracks, but maybe at the very end of the show, we'll see how.
You said any of the 4 albums. You got to get a deep one.
Yeah, I said the first 4 to 5 albums. Anything on that note.
All right. Beautiful. I love it.
We'll see.
I want to see.
It's that.
Yeah.
Now, see, I know where.
Now you're testing your own limits.
No, I don't have any limits.
All right, we are hanging out, XL Primetime, Big Circe, the singing Cersei, as he is right now. Matty Hayes, not a puking Matt Hayes, but he's been able to hold it down so far, Josie, JJ. And we say thanks to River City Railway. It is the rail cars, as soon as you are coming over the Hart Bridge and you're about to drop down on the east side of the stadium, you're looking at Everbank Stadium, and you see those beautiful rail cars, Cabooses rail cars, and it is set up for VIP level tailgating. You can find out all about it. It's only so many Jaguar home games you're going to be able to enjoy. Do it in style. We're talking, they have food and drink, all part of it. Parking passes. You've got inside your rail car, televisions, AC, private bathrooms, all that stuff. RiverCityRailway.com. Make sure you check it out. There it is right there. Get fired up for a little Jaguar tailgating this season. So, off the text line, without Travis Hunter on defense, the Jags are thin at cornerback. Without Travis Hunter on offense, the wide receiver position is not thin. That's the reality of it. That's the thought. That's basically how most people are looking at this. It doesn't mean that they can't use him on that side of the ball. You're trying to figure out who you have, who your dudes are on both sides. Jacoby Myers has proven something in a short amount of time. Parker obviously had a breakout year. BTJ trying to gather it up again. On the other side, you're trying to figure out, is Buster? Because Buster Brown, when it was all said and done, stats-wise, you can go to the metrics and whatnot, he was pretty dang good in terms of, I have to go back and look at the next-gen stats, but basically, as an on-ball defender against maybe the number 1 or number 2 wide receiver, his percentage of passes that were incomplete thrown his way were pretty high. And so he's done well. Now, if you have a healthy Jordan Lewis, which is key to all of this, Jari and Jones as well, then you can figure out exactly how much you're going to have.
Buster's a strong
on
2
both sides.
He's a strong 2, Buster. I don't think he's a 1.
I agree.
But he's a strong
and that's
2.
So that's basically, Matt, I believe what we're all looking for here. They have, you might argue, Jordan Lewis is a really good player and can play inside and outside, but primarily looked at as a nickel corner. Jarian played a lot of that position as well, but is he a 1 on the outside? I don't think so. I think Buster and Jarian
got a couple 2s.
Yeah, and so I think that's what you're fighting right now. All right, one other one says sprinkled equals gimmick player. Never works. Everyone knows what's coming. Hunter also won't be happy with sprinkled. That may be true too. So the experiment is still very much wide open right now as far as what they're going to do.
Yeah, I mean we can't let the emotions get involved in here. I mean, what Hunter likes should matter. You should put him at the best position where he's going to excel. I mean, he has to be name him as a starter somewhere. Either going to be offense or the defense. All right. I mean, that's what I think. That's what we're dealing with right now. As far as what he likes and all that, we don't listen. He's not bigger than the team. All right, he is a player. I mean, and all this concern about is he going to play? Just name him as a starter. Wherever you name him as a starter, let it be that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I think more than likely he's going to be named as a starter as a DB.
Yeah, I think that's where it's going to start for sure. All right, you guys let us know, 641-1010. You can keep that conversation rolling. I want to give you the quote, though, real quick before we head into the 1 o'clock hour. So Billy Napier, as we like to refer to him on XLP, basically admits in an On3 story that you can easily find upon reflection that job down in Gainesville was pretty dang big.
Mm.
He may have been consumed with the NIL, the transfer portal. All the stuff that he didn't do well, in his opinion, is what led to him being fired. But one of the main things that came out of it, he said he should have hired an offensive coordinator. And it took him forever to admit it. It's too little too late. There's no question about that. Well, then a couple days after that, the DJ Lagway conversation keeps going at the Big 12 meetings, and Dave Aranda chimes in, and his quote about Lagway, he's very driven. There's a huge chip on his shoulder. I could see on the recruiting trip, I could see someone that just wanted to be free, like he was in a straitjacket maybe. Someone that is just all boxed in and boxed up and just wanted to be free, express himself, play free. And I think he's felt that at Baylor.
Wow.
Whoa.
Well, first off, if you guys had read my story in March, you'd saw the same thing. But that's, thanks for kneecapping me. I appreciate that.
No, we did read that. But did you have the Aranda quote like that?
I had a better Aranda quote.
Okay, all right.
Read it. Go read it.
All right, well, let's hear it.
Well, I'm not going to pull it up.
You're on the show.
I'm not going to pull it up.
We'll do it coming
He's
back.
all in his feelings now.
Yeah.
JJ.
I am all in my feelings. You're right. You're supposed to be my boys.
We are your
You're
boys.
supposed to be my boys, man. Look what you do to me.
Well, we
Look,
did. Listen.
Okay, first off, he tried to hire an OC. Before his second season, he tried to hire Charlie Weiss Jr. He couldn't do it. And then he gave up that year. And then once the second season was done, the third season arrived, no one wanted to touch it because they knew it was a big problem, right? So that's if you want to say that was his problem, absolutely that was a problem. There's no doubt about it. He still, no matter what, should have just said, "All right, I need to do this."
Mm-hmm.
But as we've said so many times on this show, when coaches get to that last year when they know they're in winter walk mode, their thinking is, if I'm going down with me calling the shots.
Norvell this
Right.
year.
Yes,
Exactly.
Norvell, Jimbo Fisher. We can go down the line in this
And the
stuff.
only reason-
and they all go down.
Right. The only reason Norvell's back in that position is because Gus said, I'm out. So let's just remember that. But let's carry the conversation over. You bring up those quotes because we did mention that you had talked to Billy. You came back with a glossier opinion of him than when you.
No, I don't know why you guys say that either.
When you
But
went
again,
up there, but anyway, that's separate because you're the one who was screaming louder than anybody. Hire a stinking play caller. It's XL Primetime.
Hicken would get pancaked by a punter.
Prosser needs Liam Cohen to help him with his footwork. Then never fumble a punchline.
Expert analysis from Helmets and Heels. Weekdays 2 to 4 on 1010XL.
When you're experiencing sudden, unexpected dental pain, the last thing you want to hear is that your dentist can't see you until next week. That's why I'm so glad I found Harbor Dental Care. Whenever I call, they always find a way to see me within 24 hours, and they can usually fix whatever's wrong the same day. Plus, they have locations throughout Jacksonville, so no matter what side of town I'm on, I can always count on the same great care. If you want to find a dentist who believes in treating people right, learn more at harbordental.care. That's HARBOUR dental.care.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
I insist on complete honesty.
You can chime in anytime on the 1010XL text line.
Installed by Lifetime Flooring.
If you have something to say to me, I wish you would just say it.
Share your opinion. Are you nuts? What? 641-1010.
It's crazy.
Hey, it's Tony from Tony D's New York Pizza. If dinner seems expensive, come grab a pizza that's hot, fresh, and affordable. Feed the whole family without spending a ton. Tony D's New York Pizza. Easy, quick, and always a good call.
The flagship station of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Hurricane season is here, and now is the time to make sure your property is ready. Weak, damaged, or overgrown trees can become a serious hazard when storms move in. Trust the experts at Lucas Tree Service with over 45 years of experience for professional tree trimming, removal, and storm preparation. Don't wait until a storm is on its way. Schedule your tree assessment today at lucastreeservice.com.
Hey friends, Jason Parker here with Performance Painting. Have you ever stored a gallon of leftover paint, opened the can years later, and it's rusty, crusty, and unusable? Next time, secure the lid tightly to ensure no leaks and store the can upside down. Oxygen can't get to it, therefore no rust and no crust. If you'd like more tips or have a question about a project, we'd love to help. Go to performance-painting.com. Performance Painting. Prepare, protect, preserve.
Performance Painting! Kicking here, or maybe you should call me Dreamfinders Danny. Look what Dreamfinders is doing again, an amazing 4.99% fixed interest rate. Now's your chance to lock down the rate and get in the game. You heard me right, a 4.99 fixed interest rate on select move-in ready homes. Visit dreamfindershomes.com for sales event information and get in the game. Interest rate available on select move-in ready homes. Restrictions and limitations apply. Go to dreamfindershomes.com for more details.
Mark Watson with Hardball Creative, here to share with you an actual client review.
Dude, these shirts are sick.
Check out the shirts and other sick promo items at hardballcreative.com.
Hardball Creative. Hardball does it all.
Jeff Prosser here. The FIFA World Cup is entering its biggest matches, and there's no better place to be than Kalshi, America's #1 prediction market platform. On Kalshi, you can trade every matchup from the opening stage all the way through to the final. Looking for good value? Try England to win it all. They're trading around 9.4% to win, meaning a $100 trade pays out around $1,000 if they go on to win soccer's biggest prize. On Kalshi, you're trading against peers in a live market, meaning there's no house. And as the probability changes, you can buy in and out of your position. For a limited time, download the Kalshi app and use code 1010XL, and you'll get $10 when you trade 10. Kalshi, Kalshi. Trade the beautiful game. 18 and over only. Restrictions apply. Eligibility and requirements apply. Event contract trading involves risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Prices, values, and available markets may differ from those mentioned. For more information, see kalshi.com/regulatory.
This is your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm RJ Saunders for 1010XL. This update brought to you by Gate Petroleum Company. Great news, Jaguars fans. As per Cameron Wolf of NFL Network, Travis Hunter, quote, should be full go for training camp on July 28th. Hunter played 324 offensive snaps and 162 defensive snaps in 7 appearances as a rookie before his season-ending injury during an October 30th practice. He would also have 28 catches for 298 yards and a touchdown on offense to go with 15 tackles on defense. Right now, 94 degrees at 1 o'clock, time and temp, brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
America, I say America, keep the children free. This sister, make a minimum wage. Living in a one-room jungle, monkey cage. Can't get over, she's almost dead. She may not be in black, so it has she ain't in red.
This is XL Primetime, brought to you by Florida Home AC. Now that's cool on 1010XL.
I love it. That was as good as uh-oh. That was pretty good, man.
He thought he got me. He thought that's off around the world today.
It is.
I mean, it can't touch but that was.
Well, you know, I knew the song.
JJ he knows them all, man.
I know, bro. I know.
I'm just gonna go with some hits now for the last part of the show.
Yeah, I'm impressed.
But I'm impressed with the last two though. You had to go deep.
I went deep, and you Didn't
flinch.
Wow.
Yeah.
Didn't flinch.
Just hit it right out to park.
That
Right
might
out
as
to
well have
park.
been a radio song that you hear every single day, the way that Leon.
Yeah,
I mean, Leon
exactly.
probably hasn't listened to that song in years.
Yeah.
Can pull.
There's nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
It's impressive. It really is. I love it. All right. So we've been talking about, obviously, Travis Hunter. We got some thoughts from you guys that we want to get to. Then we bring up Dave Aranda, basically, to use Matt's phrase, because he feels like his radio partners, his boys, kneecapped him.
There's no feels like it. You guys did.
Dave Aranda kneecapped Billy Napier with his comments about basically a straitjacket reference for DJ Lagway when he was in Billy's offense down in Gainesville. Now, when you went up to talk to Billy Napier for USA Today Sports, which you can easily find the story, it's a great piece, and it's right there in the same vein as far as what Aranda said about DJ Lagway and his time in Gainesville. I want you to read that quote that you got from him.
Well, this is with Aranda.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Dave
Right,
Aranda's
this
quote
is with
about
Aranda.
DJ. Yeah.
But first, like if you think about it, what quarterback under Napier at Florida did flourish? Not one.
Yeah.
Literally not one.
Well, he didn't really have anybody else either. That
AR.
yeah,
AR?
Yeah. Well, you figure, yeah, you're right. You are right 1 year, but it's just, 13 games total. Actually,
Mertz.
Mertz
Did he
had a-
flourish?
No. Okay. Listen. Don't ask me whether anybody flourished in Gainesville with Billy Napier as the coach of Florida, because nobody did.
I know. So I guess my point is, I don't know why everybody's so surprised about. Of course, he's. I mean, it was clear he wasn't a quarterback coach.
Right.
We're surprised that a coach took another shot at a coach.
Yes,
right.
no, I
That
agree.
is
I
what we're
agree.
surprised about. It never happened.
All right,
Because
so here's what
the other
Aranda
part,
said.
the motto is the master of the obvious. Billy Napier sucked as a head coach at the University of Florida
Absolutely.
in so many different ways, not
And
just
he's-
one way.
He's basically said as much in the last few
not
interviews,
just because he couldn't call offense, not just because he couldn't coach quarterbacks, not just because he couldn't have special teams. He sucked all the way around. Other than the NIL allowing him
You're
to
starting
stroke
to sound
checks.
a little bit like Hacker right now. Just
No.
yes.
No. Oh my gosh.
All right, here's
Nick
Aranda.
Capper.
This is Aranda in March. He's warned from the Florida experience. It's going to be a lot of work. All the comments and critiques really hurt him. It's about being able to have hard conversations, real conversations. He has this glass around him, and we have to be able to break that glass so he can be free. The best thing for him is to break all that. Starts with a S and ends
All
with a
that
T.
poop?
Shit on the iced tea.
Mm-hmm.
And emerge in the face of it. No one can be in that perfect combat stance. Perfect this, perfect that forever. Can it be done? I don't know. There's a lot of fight in him. So we've just got to see whether it's a healthy fight. Point it in the right direction.
Yeah. I feel like Billy was outclassed, overmatched by the job. And he thought he could do it. How in the world Scott Strickland zeroed in on him over anybody else and thought he was the dude that was going to get it done. And we all know that he didn't deliver.
Well, LSU wanted him too. To
And
be
so-
fair to Scott Strickland,
Yeah.
who you guys know I've criticized.
Right.
LSU wanted him too.
What I'm critical of is he was the only one he zeroed in on. Is that fair?
He said that.
Yeah,
he said
he said that.
interviewed one guy, and
Right.
it went so well
he said
that,
that,
I had
but
to
I
hire
will say
him.
this: every AD says he's the only guy I interviewed and the only guy we care about.
But
The
it's
only-
been-
dude. They all do.
Look,
They all do.
You're the one that I rely on to beat this drum. That was the only guy.
Like Greg
when-
Burnett said, he said Kalen DeBoer was the only guy he looked to. The only guy.
after he had already offered.
That's kind of my point.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
all do that to make their coach feel good
But you have been
and their fan base feel
like
good.
you're flipping on me because you're sick. I don't know what's going on because you're the one who kept pointing
it's
out
the Rona.
that
Rhoda, sorry.
Lincoln Riley's people reached out to Florida and didn't hear
So
back.
did Brian Kelly's people.
Yeah, and Brian Kelly. So I'm just basically
Well, it's not they didn't hear back. They heard no thank you.
right. Okay, same thing. Pass. And so that
Which, in hindsight,
that does mean something to me.
right? But in hindsight, you know, what's Lincoln done at USC and what happened to Brian Kelly at LSU?
Well, we always joke.
Lincoln still has a job.
Yeah, exactly.
Only because they owe him $100 million.
He has the number one recruiting class last
Yeah,
year.
he's
does, yeah.
he's certainly
That's great.
done more than
He was
the
also
other two.
8-4 in the Big
I
Ten
know.
last year.
He's not nearly as bad as Billy was.
Yeah. So anyway, back to
By a smidgen.
Yeah.
you're on like
Still.
a Billy Napier
He's got,
apology.
he's
tour
got
now.
much better talent than Billy. has.
Exactly.
Anyway,
I'm
go ahead.
tired of this crap, man.
Yeah.
This is a pro Billy show now.
Yeah, like what in the world?
I don't even know who you are right now.
You're still drunk off a NyQuil.
Yeah.
So,
He's medicated,
yeah.
bro.
There's no such.
What is in that drink, man?
Yeah. There's no such thing as a Billy
Prescription.
Napier apology tour. It can't
Billy juice.
happen.
It's Billy juice.
Yeah. It is. It's the Billy Gin.
I feel bad for Billy.
Yeah.
I don't.
Oh,
He was just
he's
I mean,
getting
god
paid.
awful. It took him to year 4 to have like the special teams dots on the
Right.
field that everybody has.
He was told to walk away with millions in his pocket. Don't feel bad for him. And I said the fact that he fell up to a job.
What was that
Playoff
job?
job.
Special teams game changer. What the hell is that?
What is James Madison thinking that like they said not they didn't say goodbye. Bob said goodbye to them.
The 3 most important jobs in coaching staff are offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, special teams coordinator.
Yeah.
And he had a game changer.
Now you're starting to feel a little bit better, right? Now you're starting to feel a little bit of that anger that you had.
Like, what the hell was that?
Believe me. He had more assistance.
You know what happens when you do that? You get 2 guys wearing the same numbers on punt kick.
Believe
you
me.
get a kick team, field goal team running on the field while the offense is trying to get a first down.
I knew I was going to get this back out of him, get him going. The other part.
I'm getting lightheaded now too, because I'm getting so angry.
The other part of it, though, is when you just think about the fact that, oh my gosh, the fact that you have all these mistakes that have been made, and he's been put himself in a position where he can be a playoff coach.
They had 2 guys with the same number on the punt team. Okay,
I know.
Got him a penalty. The next play, who was that running back at Kentucky? The big dude ran for like 1,400. Who was that guy?
Who?
Transferred from Vandy. Next play, 70 yards, touchdown.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
After the penalty.
Oh, yeah.
When they lost, like, what was it, like 35-3 or something? They lost that game.
You mean they lost to Kentucky again? Is that what you're saying? All right. So let's give away some Jumbo Shrimp tickets. Let's say hello to Ryan O'Halloran. We're going to get back to the Billy Napier conversation as well as the Travis Hunter conversation.
Listen, guys, it's July 9th. You know what July means to me? Baseball. So I got a voucher tickets, of voucher tickets to see the Jumbo Shrimp at ViStar Ballpark. They are home all week against the Durham Bulls. Be car number 4 right now at 641-1010, and I'll hook you up.
The future of Jacksonville sports radio is in the present. Yesterday, today, tomorrow. 1010XL. Jack Sports Radio.
Longer days, warmer nights, and a backyard that brings everyone together. Spring and summer in Florida means pool days, backyard barbecues, and night swims under the stars. Thicket here, for nearly 50 years, Surfside Pools has been creating the backdrops for life's best memories. From weekly service and repairs to remodels, commercial maintenance, and new pool construction, Surfside does it all. Ready to float happy? SurfsidePools.net or call 904-246-2666. Surfside Pools, summer starts here. License number CPC 044080.
I'm Matt Lennon with AB Signs. Every day, your company vehicle is on the road. Is it bringing you customers? I turn trucks, trailers, and storefronts into powerful advertising. Make your business impossible to miss with AB Signs.
It's Gator passion on display when Patrick Young brings power forward intensity to the drill.
Patrick Young, a rip and a run.
Fast breaks and clutch shots with Dan and Jeff. Friday mornings at 8:30. Tipped off by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists and Kuhn Flowers.
There's no doubt that we were in good hands when our son's shoulder and hip issues were diagnosed quickly by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. No matter what your orthopedic issue is, let Southeast Orthopedic Specialists take a look. You'll be glad you did.
David Garrard here. I've had the PRP treatment from Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, and my knees are really doing well. Platelet-rich plasma treatment may be the answer for whatever is hurting you.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Looking for ways to save on your JEA bill? We're on it. When it comes to your utilities, the less you use, the more you can save. That's why JEA offers ways to help you manage your usage and avoid higher than expected bills. Use our online tools to monitor your usage throughout the month. Schedule a free irrigation or energy efficiency assessment and get personalized tips to save. And with JEA rebates, you can save when upgrading to more efficient equipment. Find more ways to save at JEA.com.
The mosquitoes are out in full force. Before they ruin another cookout or pool day, call the experts at Royal Pest Services. Their mosquito and outdoor pest treatments target mosquitoes, gnats, and other nuisance bugs so you can enjoy your backyard. Royal Pest Services. Take back your yard.
It's Christmas in July at Beard's Diamonds with as much as 40% off everything in the store. Maybe it's time to treat yourself to a fabulous fashion ring, necklace, or bracelet. You can do it now and save as much as 40% off Beard's already unbeatable prices. And don't forget, Beard's is the town center's locally owned diamond superstore. Don't settle for the corporate chain store experience when you can get the value, service, and attention you deserve. Don't miss Christmas in July. Save up to 40% exclusively at Beard's Diamonds at the St. John's Town Center.
Hey, Googans, Hicken here. You want to win wings from Mr. Chubby's or tacos from Taco Lou? How about some chocolate from Peter Booker? All we need you to do is tell us more about you by filling out the 1010 listener survey at 1010XL.com. What kind of vehicles do you drive? Are you a business owner? What part of 1010XL do you like the most? We want to get to know you better so we can serve you better. Go to 1010XL.com, fill out the survey, and you could be a winner.
Credit card interest rates are now over 29%. Most people are only making the minimum payments, so they're getting nowhere. Hey, Prosser here, but here's what many homeowners don't realize. Using the equity in your home, you can easily access hundreds of thousands in cash. With Loan Pronto's Rapid Equity Loan, you can pay off your credit card, your existing HELOC, your car loans, or get money for that home improvement project. One client just got $100,000 approved and saved over $1,500 a month. Here's the best part. With Loan Pronto, you can do it all from your phone. With zero out of pocket, no hard credit pull up front, no appraisal, no long drawn-out bank process, and no touching your first mortgage. Rates are at a near 3-year low. Act now. Go to loanpronto.com. See how much you can get in about 60 seconds. Loan Pronto, 2,800 5-star Google reviews. Call 904-999-1508 or go to loanpronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781, NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
You gotta love it. River City Railway, it is happening right down next to Everbank Stadium. And the rail cars, when you're coming over the Hart Bridge, you see them down there. They have got space available, and they want to make sure that you find out about them. You can tailgate in style the entire football season. You can rent one for a single home game, food, open bar included. Game day deserves something unforgettable. You can check it all out. Just go log on to rivercityrailway.com today.
Here's another call on the 1010XL hotline, driven by Key Buick GMC, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
Rah, rah, rah. We've got Ryan O'Halloran with us as we talk Jaguar ball, Gator football, really all things sports, as the columnist of the Florida Times-Union joins us now. Ryan, how you doing, buddy?
I'm good, Judd. Good journey, fellas, today.
We jumped in on two major topics, which I know you have to chime in on as well. Let's start with the first that we brought up, which was the Travis Hunter news. Cameron Wolfe, he was one of the guys who got the whole thing rolling about Travis playing exclusively on defense. Now he comes out and is talking on NFL Network about Travis being ready to go 100% by the time training camp opens.
Yeah, he's pretty proud of himself on that one last night, even though there wasn't a lot of news there. A couple of us were texting back and forth, okay, what's the news here? I've been told he's running 20 miles an hour. Hell, the head coach said that at the podium. So
a few weeks back.
Yeah, and so here's what fans can take out of what I'm going to say is fully clear does not mean fully go. Okay. And I think that's what you can expect out of Travis Hunter when camp starts, is they are playing the long game, not only for this season, but for many seasons. There's no point in him grounding him to a pulp to get ready for a preseason game or a joint practice. His snaps will be managed early in camp, and I think throughout camp. The goal is September 13th against Cleveland. So I think that's what their plan is going to be. As for the defense-offense split, I think we've been pretty consistent in talking and not being corrected by the Jaguars that he's going to be a starting corner, and that's going to be a lot of his snaps. How they mix him in offense, I think will be based on the rapport he gets with Trevor Lawrence and also how he manages his workload on defense. One thing to remember is he has not practiced since before Halloween. He has not participated in team drills since then. He has not played in a game since London. So this is not jump right back into the action and be full blast,
yeah,
as some people are saying.
Yeah, I was concerned about that because he said he's going to unleash him. I was like, wait a minute, well, hold up now. I mean, because sometimes you got to protect the player from himself. More than likely, he's going to have a pitch count, right, on both offense and defense come this training.
Yeah, definitely. And to me, the intrigue, the only intrigue left with Hunter, once he gets in the team drills, is how's that pitch count going to be divided? You talk to people around the league before last season. They say, hey, defense, no offense to the defensive players, but you're playing zone, you're playing press, you're playing, only a couple different coverages. Offense, there's a lot more intricacies involved. Maybe that will result in him maybe on a certain day or two getting more snaps on offense. Of course, the conclusion will be automatically jumped to, well, is he being groomed to play more defense or offense? Excuse me. No, it's just more time on task, I think, is going to be required for him to work with Trevor Lawrence, to work with the other players at that group. So, the pitch count will only be a guess, but I do think it'll be one of those things where series on, series off, 2 plays here, 2 plays there. I think they're going to be err on the side of caution tremendously.
All right, so here's the way I look at it, Ryan. I want to get your thoughts on it as well. You can't teach the 50-50 ability he has. You can't teach the speed. You can't teach the way he makes people miss. We saw 7 games of a rookie season where in those 7 games, that offense had no idea half the time what it was doing. They were still getting used to the new system and playing within it. I just think that let's let him figure it out in training camp. Let them figure out in training camp. If he's good enough to play on offense, let him play on offense as well as defense, right? Like if he goes out there in camp and he is clearly one of the best 3 receivers you've got, he's got to play a legitimate amount of offense, not just sprinkled in.
I'll go the other way because if you take him off the field on defense, do you have confidence in Jerry Jones or Jordan Lewis to play that outside spot? If you want to give him the start of a series off, I'm gonna, even if I turn out to be wrong, I'm gonna go to this well on, if he's your second best corner or if he's even your best corner ahead of Buster Brown, that should be the prerogative to help you beat Cleveland in Week 1. Once you get into the season is when you can really start managing that and also experimenting with that. Because I think the Jaguars have enough depth if you feel comfortable in your corner group to say, hey, this week maybe we like this matchup more for Travis Hunter to play 45 snaps on offense. Well, maybe the next week you only say, hey, this is going to be a heavy 12 and 13 personnel game because the other team sucks against the run. Maybe you play 10 or 11. So that's what is going to be the cool thing to monitor is how this is done on a week-to-week basis.
All right, so riddle me this. We're talking with Ryan O'Halloran, and you can definitely check him out at jacksonville.com, the Florida Times Union Sports columnist, and on X. So I agree when you look at matchups that you might up the play count, lower the play count. But defensively, do you do the same thing? Because that's the part where I see the lion's share of work and more full go and no second guessing. Basically, he's out there, he's out there, he's out there.
That's what I would do because I think he is very important to this defense at corner. And, we'll say week 2 at Denver, Cortland Sutton, Marvin Mims, and Jalen Waddle.
Yeah.
I think you're going to need him out there. Then you give him some work. So I would not give him a lot of work on offense is at the expense of taking him off the field on defense.
All right. Is there going to be a Van Lanning sighting in training camp? And then we see a switch at left tackle come training camp?
Well, that would have been the bigger story last night if it said Cole Van Lanning was going to be full throttle at the start of camp because Liam Cohn has said that would be I think Liam Cohn would probably say that's probably not likely. Do you put him on PUP? To me, it's, get out there, okay, then you got to get him in pads. Then you got to get him run block, pass block. So I don't think he's locked in for Week 1. You just don't know until he gets out there. But, if you see Walker Little, out there the first day or first week of practice, working with the ones at left tackle, that doesn't rule out Cole Van Lanning for Week 1, but they are sort of preparing in case he isn't ready.
All right, so what are your expectations for the defensive line in training camp? Because I think that, as much as anything, is the most. I think the where the microscope will be for everyone, that D line, both the interior and the edge.
Yeah, I'll start on the edge, Matt. This is going to be a huge first 3 or 4 weeks of camp for Danny Strigow, BJ Green, Wesley Williams. They're going to have opportunities specifically in these preseason games to show the staff, to show the front office, you do not need to go get a veteran edge rusher. We can take care of that when you bring Hines Allen and Walker up the field, or you move Trayvon inside on third down. That's a concern just because the body of work just isn't there. Interior-wise, I think you should feel a little bit better because, Eric Armstead, the salary is the salary. He's making too much for what he produces. But I think he was having a decent enough season before he got injured last year. He can provide a little bit of pass rush burst and then also play the run. You know what Devon Hamilton can do. You sort of know what Matt Dickerson can do against the run. That said, okay, then what's next? Is it, what can you get out of Albert Regis as a rookie? So there are some questions at both those interior and the edge going into camp. But they obviously feel confident in that group, but they're also going to be open and say, hey, if the edge guys aren't doing it, it's time to make a call.
All right, Ryan, let's get to Billy Napier, Billy Vanilli, all the things that we like to call him on XLP, with him admitting he should have hired an OC. And then you can get to the Dave Aranda comment that Matt had a good quote in his USA Today sports story, and then the one on 3 where basically he was in a straitjacket when he was in Gainesville.
Well, let's start with Napier. As soon as he talked to Matt, was that during spring football?
Yeah.
Billy should have said, I'm done talking about my time at Florida. Only look forward because you're only going to dig yourself more of a hole. I agree with him saying, hey, when he talked to you, Matt, hey, made some mistakes, learn from it. Now I'm at James Madison. Let's move forward. And instead, he has to say, well, I was stubborn. Well, everybody knew that. You're just insecure as a coach. And so it's like, Billy, talk about the team you have, not the team you don't have anymore. As for the Baylor coach, I remember watching DJ Legway's first press conference after Napier was fired, and Ryan O'Hara took over as play caller. Unbridled enthusiasm was how I would describe DJ Legway's face that day. And let's face it, they should have had a great chance to beat Georgia that day if Legway would have made a couple of plays because the play calling was better. So it's to say, for another coach to say that about the Florida system is great copy for me and others. But also is telling is that DJ Legway got to Baylor. He basically told the coaches, this is how effed up UF was last year.
Right, and I think they saw. I think like everybody else saw. I will say this: it's every time Billy talks like this, Billy Napier, it allows the Florida fans to stew more about it. Just focus on your coach now. The coach you have now has got a chance to do something. Just give him all your effort. Forget about the guy you just ran off. He's no different than the 3 before him that you ran off.
Yeah, and if I'm a James Madison player or a fan or booster or administrator, I was like, okay, he should be talking about the Dukes, not the Gators. Yeah. And so to me, it's like, dude, the amount of money they gave you, don't be bitter about that because it sets you up, set your staff up, which was overmatched. And so it's just amateur hour with Napier anytime he opens his mouth now.
And then for John,
it's almost like he's doing self-therapy,
Wait, what the heck?
Because he's like grown a beard now. Have you seen him?
Yes. Whoa. He grows. Remember, he grew it.
It's like a big beard.
He grew it. He shaved it.
No, this one's a big beard.
That's I guess maybe because he's up there.
I don't know what it is, but it's like he's like went in that dark hole for a couple weeks and came out, and he's just like this weird person right now.
Maybe he went to one of those darkness retreats.
Maybe. Smoked some hallucinogenics.
Yeah,
so the other part of it, Ryan, is that John Summerall looked around and he goes, what are all these coaches even supposed to be doing? And he got rid of staff members. He said, we need to lean out. You're right. I agree with you. We have James Madison graduates that listen to us all the time, and they're big-time Dukies fans. They don't want to hear their newest coach talk about his old job.
Yeah, and if the Florida staff who's there now is probably getting a kick out of this because it's a quarterback who's not there anymore. It's a head coach that they're replacing, and it didn't take them long to get in there and say, okay, there's more talent than here. There's more talent here than the record would suggest last year. They just weren't well prepared or well coached, and John Summerall will get his time here in a couple of weeks in Tampa, and then the Florida season will start. And then, the fans should be excited about him a lot more than they were last year at this time.
100%, my man. All right, what else can they look for at the Florida Times Union?
Well, we'll have a column in Saturday's paper, a bunch of little knickknacks, and basically I'll put a bow on U.S. soccer. I'll say it was a commercial success, but not a competitive success because they were embarrassed on Monday night.
Yeah.
And then we'll jump back into some Jaguars stuff. And then me and Hayes are back on the horse tomorrow, 4 to 6 with the lead.
All right, beautiful. We can look forward to that as well. Thank you, Ryan. We appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.
All right, check them out on X, Jacksonville.com, the TU, and then the lead Friday afternoon with Hayes Carline as they hold it down. Afternoons 4 to 6. It's going to be fun as they get closer and closer to the kickoff of football season.
Connect with 1010XL.
On the line, with your friends. Now everyone's exchanging ideas.
Find 1010XL on your social channels.
Tom McManus here for Armstrong Fence Company, a locally owned First Coast business for nearly 20 years. Hurricane season is here. Don't wait for the first storm warning. Your fence is your first line of defense. Loose boards, weak posts, or damage can turn into big problems when high winds come around. Armstrong Fence Company handles repairs and builds from stadiums to backyards. Get a pre-storm fence check today. Call Armstrong Fence Company or search online. Armstrong Fence Company. Yeah, we did the fence.
Key Buick GMC, proudly family-owned and operated since 1943. On Southside and JTB, for a limited time, Key Buick GMC has marked down select new GMC Sierra 1500 models. Below employee pricing, you pay less than what our employees pay. Plus, at Key Buick GMC, every new vehicle comes with our lifetime powertrain warranty. Visit us or shop online at keybuickgmc.com. We are professional-grade. Lifetime powertrain warranty covers engine, transmission, drive time only. Exclusions apply. See dealer for details.
Step into Twin Peaks and you're in the lodge. Warm wood, roaring TVs, and the kind of energy your living room wish it was. Wings, burgers, ice-cold 29-degree beers, and a vibe that keeps you planted for the final buzzer. E.T. here for Twin Peaks. Eat, drink, scenic views.
Summer is made for road trips, beach days, and family vacations. Before you hit the road, make sure your vehicle is ready at Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Their trusted technicians can handle your oil change, fluids, filters, and more, all while you stay comfortably in your vehicle. No appointment needed. With convenient locations, a 4.7-star national rating, and named #1 quick lube for customer service by Forbes, it's easy to see why drivers choose Valvoline. Get road trip ready today at Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Jumbo Shrimp Baseball is home at ViStar Ballpark this week and weekend. Join them tonight for Coors Light Thirsty Thursday. They'll light up the night sky with a post-game fireworks show on Friday, plus a Christmas in July weekend with a Nutcracker giveaway on Saturday and a Santa hat giveaway on Sunday at 105 as part of Baptist Health Sunday Family Fun Day. Get your tickets now at jackshrimp.com.
Hicken here. Experience crystal clear vision with the Eye Associates, formerly Bowd9 Associates, Schneider Eye and Wellness Center, and Janet Betchkel, MD, Jacksonville's leader in advanced eye care. From routine eye exams to specialized vision care, their experienced team dedicated to improving and preserving your vision. The same care you've come to trust, now with a new name. To schedule your appointment today, call the Eye Associates, formerly Bowd9 Associates, Schneider Eye and Wellness Center, and Janet A. Betchkel, MD, at 296-0098.
Celebrate America's birthday with Kuhn Flowers in July. JJ LaSelva here. Purchase a dozen roses in any color for just $49.95. Just $49.95 for a dozen roses. Log on to KuhnFlowers.com.
Hey everybody, Mike Dempsey for DraftKings, which is now live in all 50 states. Of course, that means you, Florida, win or go home. That's it. That's the World Cup knockout round. And DraftKings has you covered for every single match. The DraftKings app is now live in Florida, so whether you're catching the early kickoff before work or maybe the late match at the bar, you're in on every minute, every match, every moment, all in one app. Right here in Florida, the world's biggest stage is in the palm of your hand. New DraftKings customers sign up with code 1010XL, spend $5 to get $200 in total rewards over 21 days. That's code 1010XL in partnership with DraftKings. The crown is yours. Event trading offered by DraftKings Predictions, a CFTC-registered introducing broker. Trading involves risk of loss. Market availability varies. Eligibility restrictions apply. $50 every 7 days via click-to-claim issued in non-withdrawable predictions dollars that expire in 1 year. Ends July 19th. Terms dkng.co/predictions promo.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. Now, the Monahan's golden moment. Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach, your local family jewelers.
All right, my golden moment is with Travis Hunter. He's missed a lot of football, maybe a little rusty, and I don't care how much you lift, run, and 20 miles per hour speeds you got, can't simulate football. Can't simulate. He's got to get reps. He's got to be on a pitch count. But at some particular point, you got to let him loose. All right? Or just coddling and caressing and
Caressing in football.
I'm just saying.
Should not be allowed.
I'm just saying, don't pull out the wipes.
I got a little caressing last 3 or 4 days.
Don't pull out the wipes and burp them and all that kind. You got to let him, at some particular point, you got to let him play ball, and we got to utilize him, whatever he may be, corner, wide receiver, whatever.
I'm with you there.
Yeah, so.
All right, so my golden moment, I'm going to piggyback on that. Like, we're talking about how it's difficult to pick up the wide receiver spot, right? He only played 7 games. Why is it not difficult to pick up a corner? Why is it not difficult for a guy who's clearly is not the biggest guy, clearly not the strongest guy, to be out there and run support? Because if you're playing every down in the NFL at corner, you're going to be involved in run support.
Yeah, you will.
Okay?
Yeah, you will. And it boils down to how they want to basically manage that play on that side of the ball. Is he going to be asked? He will be a guy that has to defend the run. There's no doubt about it.
Leon, they will find him, will they not, in run support?
Absolutely. They're going to test the waters. They're going to pull a guard or a tackle or a tight end, whatever, and see if he can man up.
Right.
I would.
Yeah. And look, I've said this a number of times. If you want to compare size-wise, you can find a slider Sauce Gardner and a slider Devonta Smith, and both of those guys have had success, but also have had to deal with injury. And this team's asking one dude to be both of those dudes. That's tough when you think about the physical wear and tear of playing the NFL game of football. Because you know what, I look at you and I can't even understand how physical that game is, play in, play out.
And you can't always make business decisions, too, on those run plays.
Where would you put his tackling skills on a scale of 1 to 10?
4.
Look, I'm not going that low.
4.
Look, dude can play. We will find out whether he can do it on a down and down out basis.
Well, listen, to be honest with you, I think I saw him in the preseason where they pulled a guard. He went low. That's probably the best advice I could give him.
Yeah. And look, there are plenty of cornerbacks that will chicken wing their way through it, which is what you got to do.
Business decision.
Yeah, which is what you got to do. You still got to be able to play, but they are looking at him.
Well, you don't have to, that's not what you have to do.
Yeah.
You got to get bigger and you got to tackle.
Well, there's only so much weight that you can put on
I know
and still
that,
maintain.
I know that, but I'm not. I see very few corners in the league chicken winging it and trying to do everything they can to not engage physically.
There's not a whole lot of tackling going on in the National Football League.
There's more than you think from the corner spot, I'll tell you that.
Well, yeah, but they still do their share of chicken wing tackling. Look,
I don't think it's as much as you're saying it is.
This team last year, Jacksonville, was a much better tackling team than they had been in a while.
I don't disagree with you, but all I'm saying is you're not on the field in the NFL if you're chicken winging it.
Yeah.
You're just not.
Yeah. No, it won't last, but I'm simply saying you pick your spots. And he is, I believe, physical, strong, wiry. He ain't the biggest dude. We all know.
Do you mean like Dewey against Derrick Henry?
Dewey made business decisions.
Do you mean that one business decision at the goal line? Yeah, because that was the inevitable.
he escorted him in the end zone.
Yeah. There have been multiple.
That was also early career Dewey. Dewey last couple of years wouldn't have done that. He stuck his head in there.
Might have done it the last couple of years too. But that's that safety spot too. That's a tough one as well. You gotta try and put a knot on somebody's head at that safety spot if you're coming up in run support. It ain't easy. So everything that we're talking about right now is still going to boil down to, is he physical enough to play the position and can he hold up? health-wise. That is as simple as it gets. This was a non-contact practice injury. We don't even know how it all went down. Once you get back to game situations and you do look at the total number of plays, the wear and tear on the body, you're going to make a decision on how much you're going to rely on him on both sides of the ball. That really is as simple as it can get.
Yeah, he's got to stay healthy. That's the bottom line. He's got to stay healthy. Whatever project experiment you use with him, he's got to stay healthy. He's got to prove that if we're going to experiment with him on both sides of the ball, he's got to stay healthy. And if something happens, which I hope doesn't,
right,
then, the compromise has to end.
Well, you know what I'm looking forward to is if he goes out there and makes a few plays on the defensive side of the football, I think it's going to make a lot of Jaguar fans a little more excited about seeing him on that side. It ain't the sexy position. It's not the skill position that you want to see him play at wide receiver in the end zone scoring touchdowns for you. But if he stops those other dudes from scoring touchdowns, I think you're going to start to like what you see. That's really what it comes down to.
I don't think Matt Hayes wants that because he went and saw his stats at Colorado.
Oh, yeah.
96 catches, 1258, 15 touchdowns?
Yeah.
That's what you want.
That was his senior season.
That's what you want.
Or junior season.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, I want the guy they paid a lot for.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about money. I mean draft capital.
Yeah.
I want the unicorn they said he was. That's what I want.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not alone in this city. I can guarantee you that.
No.
I want the unicorn. So, and they keep saying that he's going to play both sides. So let's see it.
Right. I want to see them with the best player on the football field on the defensive side of the football to stop the other team from scoring. I think that is paramount for this football team. It really is. You start talking about who the best players are in the National Football League, this team needs to have one of those dudes. And it may come in the lockdown corner position. It may come from the quarterback position. It may come from the wide receiver spot. But that's where they need to get where they want to go.
Well, if it doesn't come from the pass rush, we're going to need a lockdown corner.
Yeah. Yeah. All of that matters, man. It really, really does. And so we'll see where it goes. But I just feel like the way they went through this entire offseason, they're trying to hatch a plan and figure out exactly what he is to them on both sides of the ball. And I think it's just going to be measured and governed. And it should be. On one side of the ball, I think you're going to ask him to play a hell of a lot more than you are on the other side. Does that mean it's a fail? I have no idea. If he's a good player for this football team, I think that's all they're looking for more than anything else. A high-quality player that starts a bunch of football games and makes his share of plays.
I can tell you what's disappointing me. So he had the knee injury, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you have a knee injury, you can still work upper body. So when you saw him at camp, did he look any different?
He looked a little bigger.
I said, yeah.
Looked a little bigger upper body.
I don't know.
The shoulders.
We're yes men, you're no men. So
no, you're pom-pom wavers. No, reality.
No, his legs were still.
Has nothing to do with pom-pom.
Yeah, but I understand the legs because the knee injury. Totally understand that.
Right.
I'm talking about the upper body, shoulders, arms.
Both Leon and I, we both said it when we saw him. Like, he does look a little
do you
bit
want
bigger.
him to come out there with a cape? I mean.
No, but, you two also said a couple other things that I was kind of like, wait, what? So,
Like?
Well, any statement you make in July basically is what it is, which is why we call you July Joe.
Yeah, listen, I have that offseason
And Leon,
optimism.
same guy said they were making the Super Bowl 2 years ago.
And they came damn close.
I could dream.
Yeah, they came damn close. So
They were 8-9. They didn't win the division.
This is the acknowledgement when did he get the tattoo? When he said they were going to the Super Bowl.
I said if they make the playoffs.
He said if they make the playoffs, he was getting a tattoo.
But that was the same year he was talking about them going to the Super Bowl. Is what I'm saying.
And then he said if they go to the Super Bowl, then he said I'll get you'll
I was going
add
to get
to
the
it.
Lombardi.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Right,
I'm still waiting for the Lombardi to go on there.
That's awesome. Awesome. Quit piling on.
Not that I love that. Not that I love your enthusiasm.
joy.
Love the youthful enthusiasm. Love it.
All right. It's XL Primetime River City Railway bringing you Thursday show. They got the beautiful cabooses, rail cars right there ready for you to party. Tailgate in style. Check out rivercityrailway.com, just steps away from the stadium.
Ready to wake up your American idiot. The Jacksonville Rock Orchestra brings the explosive music of Green Day with a live symphony to the Florida Theater July 18th. It's Green Day like you've never heard before, performed by an all-star rock band and symphony orchestra. One night only, July 18th at Florida Theater. Get your tickets now at floridatheater.com.
I'm local attorney Rick Alexander. In my 30 years practicing law, I've learned you never want to choose money over health. It's always a bad deal. Unfortunately, when someone screws up and you get hurt, that choice is gone. Your only choice is whether you face the future with a lawyer or without one. If you're hurt because somebody screwed up, call me at the practice. The Alexander Law Practice, 904-460-600 or alexanderlawpractice.com, Jacksonville.
Overheard at the Hard Rock Bet Party.
Hey man, what's Hard Rock Bet giving new players?
If you win your first $5 bet, you get $150 in bonus bets.
$750? ¿Cuánto? Oh, was that Ronaldinho? Sounds like his first bet scored.
Hard Rock Bet Sportsbook. Roll with us. New customers bet $5, get $150 in bonus bets if you win. Payable in bonus bets, not a cash offer. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about your gambling? Call or text 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Catlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Catlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks and vans too. From Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, roll and lock bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality products and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
Homeowners running out of space in your kitchen, closets bursting at the seams, or maybe your bathroom just feels outdated and cluttered. At Harvest Construction and Remodeling, custom cabinets are what they do best. Owner Scott spent years as the main cabinet installer for one of the region's largest big box retailers. As a family man growing his own business, he brings that experience directly to homeowners like you. They'll create beautiful storage solutions that improve look, feel, and function. Visit harvestrenovations.com.
License number CRC 1331012.
Joe C. for Blossman Gas. They've been providing hometown service and the comforts of propane to home and businesses since 1951. Imagine movie night spent around glowing gas fireplace logs, cookouts in the backyard with your propane grill, or laundry done faster with your gas dryer. Blossman has a wide variety of gas appliances to fit your needs. Propane delivery, gas appliances, and a full service team. Blossman Gas is your local company for everything propane. Blossman Gas, log on, blossmangas.com, and check out the Blossman difference.
Nobody likes feeling taken advantage of by a service company. That's why homeowners across Northeast Florida choose Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. When we come to your home, our job is simple. Find the problem, fix the problem. Charge a fair price, no upselling, no scare tactics, no surprise recommendations designed to sell you more than you need. Quality work from a local team you can trust. Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. When you're stuck, call the Duck. 904-862-6769 or duckduckrooter.com.
I'm Frank Frangie, and I can tell you as Walk-Off Charities has grown, we now manage a large athletic facility with numerous fields, including the Bregan Baseball Complex. To get around, we needed a good, reliable golf cart. I went straight to Dynamic Drives and Design in Jack's Peak. I met with Travis, told him exactly what our needs were. Would you believe before you knew it, the perfect cart was delivered to us at an incredible price? If you need a golf cart, Travis and his team are the go-to. Learn more about them at dynamicdrivesdesign.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
It's too easy, bro. Never beat you, I never die. And if you leave, I'll forgive you by and by.
This is XL Prime Time, brought to you by Florida Home AC. Now that's cool. On 1010XL.
That was a nice try, JJ.
No, I knew this one was the easy
Yeah.
one.
Oh, yes.
I wanted to end it something that was, not one of the bangers, but something that you would know.
It's a banger.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And end on a high note.
Can you
We
get
know
that
you
high
were.
note, by the way?
Who?
Can you get it?
Bro.
No.
I'm baritone, bro.
He's straight Barry White. Simple as that.
So Leon was like 6 for 6 today.
It's been,
Yeah, bro.
It's been impressive.
It was, yeah.
It really has. It's all on the heels of Dylan just crushing it as he can recite records, outcomes from, what was it, 2009?
To now. Any NFL team.
And he looks like he's 11, 12 years old. He does not look.
Yeah, maybe 13.
Well, you did one yesterday, bro. All the players
Matt,
champions.
you
Matt,
missed that.
You missed that.
Yeah.
Joe got all the players
yeah,
champions.
For the
Right.
last 30 years in a row.
Get the hell out of here.
Yes.
I got like 2 little assists from JJ because I might have flipped 1 or 2.
But he had
the mad.
It was
for the last 30
99%.
years.
Had it 30, bro.
From like 92 on.
And there's some real random bums in there.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing I got right now, other than the preamble. That's really all I got.
And the baby that Leon was talking about earlier in the show that was able to just pick up a helmet and name the starting quarterback of said team.
Yeah.
18 months old.
Oh my gosh. Well, that's a
Impressive,
bright
bro.
one. That's a bright. Send that one to sports broadcasting camp right now.
The next Schwab.
Yeah. All right, real quick. Speaking of broadcasting, okay, when we get ready for the broadcast later today, as we are now back with World Cup soccer, we had it every single day from June 11th until yesterday.
27 straight days.
Yeah, it was the first day.
I was
that we were
chomping at the
without.
bit.
I know.
I was fiending.
And so now, all right, so we still have, and I was looking
Withdrawals.
at this. You still got Mbappe, Erling, Kane, Jude, Lionel, Yamal. There's a lot of big stars that are still out there kicking tail.
Including Decathlare, who just destroyed us with 2 goals.
So give us the matchup today.
Morocco, France.
Right.
This is a replay or the sequel to a semifinal
right.
match from 2022.
Right. Okay. All right. So how do you think it's going to go? Because they put
2-0 France.
They put an Argentina ref in there.
They did. Very controversial because that's sort of like the rivalry in soccer right now is Argentina versus France, and we all know FIFA's doing their best to get Messi in there. And France today has a Argentinian ref.
Okay.
Do you believe that?
Very controversial. Do I believe what?
That the Argentina ref could play some kind of
Yes.
Come on.
Oh my God, yes.
Did you
Is that
see
a
what
serious
happened the other
question?
day? Did you see the notes that were going back and forth between FIFA and the team that Argentina beat?
But let me ask you this. Here's the key question. Will it be Trump's fault?
Oh, at the end of the day, of course.
All right, let's say hello to Helmets and Heel.
Now, the 2-minute drill is driven by nobody but Nimnik. Nimnik Chevrolet on Cassett Avenue and Nimnik Buick GMC on Phillips Highway.
Lauren Brooks joins us now. Helmets and Heels getting ready to roll. We said it. FIFA is Argentina. Argentina is FIFA.
Absolutely. We definitely saw that as Argentina came back down 2-0 and ended up winning 3-2. By the way, I'm trying to stay as far away from Matt Hayes as I
I know.
possibly can.
It's a little
over
scary. It is scary.
here. I don't want to get sick.
Well, but you've been going up and down, Matt. Let's
Well,
be
there's
real.
been like multiple people in this office that have the same thing. You know that, right?
Stay home if you're
Right now?
sick. Stay home if you're sick.
I
That's
did.
all I have to say about that.
I did.
Mm-hmm.
Those of us that are healthy people want to stay that way. Some people are about to bring
Some
babies
of us
into the
take
world.
care of ourselves.
Yeah.
Why you guys
Yeah.
got to cut me like
Insane.
that, man?
Well, you made it through. We want you to feel better. Simple as that. All right, what is coming up?
Yeah, I had to laugh at the Dave Aranda comments that y'all talked about with DJ Lagway because it's like that's literally what DJ Lagway told Matt Hayes a few months ago is that he was depressed when he was in Gainesville. He couldn't go anywhere. And then Dave Aranda says that now all of a sudden it's news. It's like, I don't think y'all were paying attention.
It's because USA Today doesn't make good enough graphics on Twitter.
Simple as
Okay.
that.
It is simple as that.
And
so
on
like,
three-
He's probably right.
because On 3 even takes some of Matt's stories and
And
puts
makes a
them
graphic
on
out
a
of
it.
graphic and it blows up on their
They did that
Twitter.
a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
I know. Believe me, I
So
know.
talk to
dude.
USA Today.
I know some people that make really good graphics, so maybe we'll
work
talk
here.
to them.
Yeah.
But they don't work here.
Look at the way Lauren is like leaning
I'm
away from me.
leaning as far away as humanly possible. I don't want your funk, okay?
Believe me, you don't want it.
No, I don't want it. But yeah, we'll talk some Travis Hunter like y'all did. We'll certainly get into some other NFL storylines. Really interesting article from CBS Sports
Right.
with the environments for the quarterbacks and ranking those and see where the Jaguars land in that. And talk some baseball as well.
All right, sounds good. We will be listening. This is
Thank
a
you.
better environment
That's
for,
right.
for Trev, that's for
Matt,
sure.
I
And a
got some
better
advice
environment
for you.
now for the show once you leave.
I got some advice for you when people steal your article. You gotta go walking tall on the baby. Put on your Timberlands to get you a bat and just go start kicking down some doors.
Go to On 3
Go
Studios.
walking tall on them, bro.
Yeah. You need
Beat
to
up Andy Staples.
Exactly. And talk to some editors, some graphics experts. We're done. We're out of here. Thanks to River City Railway. Find out about the rail cars, the coolest way to tailgate, especially if you're not going to have any ball next season at Everbank. Enjoy this one big time in style, rivercityrailway.com. Check them all out as far as Jaguar games and having a bunch of fun. We're done. Big Stars, Matty, Joe C, and JJ.
Our world is full of balls and fields and games. It's a fantasy life.
Do you believe in unlikelihood?
Come join the fun. It is a game. 1010XL.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm dedicated to helping businesses manage risk, maximize opportunities, and move their company forward. Jimerson Burr attorneys are business-oriented lawyers, equally comfortable as community leaders, private transaction counselors, or courtroom advocates. If you have a legal issue of any kind affecting your business, contact the firm at 389-0050 or Jimerson